It's not big enough to be the boy's body.
Unless there's another bag.
Let's have some headlights.
Oh, it's only another dog, Gov.
OK, folks, let's go home.
Anything on the search?
Not yet, we're still looking. Thanks.
Have all Stephen Watson's friends been interviewed?
He didn't have many. We've talked to them all apart from one, Lee Garside.
Why not?
Left home 4 months ago. He's a lot older than Stephen. His parents don't want to know.
Sir, excuse me. Cadram have had a call. Second sighting of someone fitting Stephen's description.
Where?
Along Markland Road, heading west. He was trying to hitch.
OK, thank you. This Lee, what is it?
Garside.
Yeah, were he and Stephen close? I mean, with this age gap.
According to the mother, Stephen worshipped Lee. She stopped Stephen from seeing him because she said he was a bad influence.
Well, you find Lee, and a pound to a penny, you'll find Stephen.
There have now been 2 sightings of a boy matching Stephen's description seen hitching towards central London. It looks as if Stephen's run away rather than been abducted.
Oh, this is Jed, a friend. This is WPC Ackland, PC,
Loxton. Hello.
Look, I'm sorry. Would you mind if we had a word with Mrs. Watson on our own?
Sure.
You told us you couldn't think of a reason why Stephen had run away.
That's right.
Do you mind me asking who your friend is?
Just a friend.
Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us about him before, Mrs. Watson?
Why should I?
Well, how does he get on with Stephen?
643 from Sierra Oscar.
I already told you that, madam.
643 receiving.
What is your present location, Jim?
We've just seen Stephen's mum. We're leaving Wellington House now.
Inspector Monroe would like Lee Garside's parents interviewed again. They're living at 13 Belton Road.
Right. Any particular reason?
Hello, June.
Sarge!
Let's see what more you can get out of them. But any ideas where Lee might have gone in case Stephen has followed him?
Yeah, well, there could be a motivation for Stephen running away.
His mother has a boyfriend. Maybe he and Stephen didn't get on.
OK, received, Jim.
Yes, madam.
Mr. Garside.
Yes, what do you want?
Another chat. Can we come in, please?
Not really. We told you everything we know last time.
I think it'd be better all round if we talked inside, don't you?
Hello, Mrs. Garside.
OK, what is all this?
We're just double-checking, Mr. Garside.
There's nothing to double
We
check.
believe there's a strong possibility that Stephen may have gone looking for your son, Lee.
Well, it's like we told you the last time. We don't know where he is.
Has Lee never written to you?
How many times have we got to tell you?
Mrs. Garside.
Look, just leave us alone.
Mrs. Garside, we're very worried about Stephen. His mum's going frantic. Now, if there's anything you can tell us to help us find him, I want to know. Well?
Jim, tell them.
Tell us what?
Mr. Garside, what is it?
Come on,
will you
Where
please
is Lee?
leave us
What's
alone?
he doing?
We got a photo of Lee. Mr. Garside, a photo.
I'll give you a photo. Here. Take them all. I don't want to see him again.
All right, Mrs. Garside. Come on, what is it? What are you hiding?
I can't tell you.
Why not? Is there something you're ashamed of? I mean, drugs. Is it drugs?
I wish it were.
Well, if it's not drugs, what is it?
Jim, if it'll help find the boy.
Which it may well.
Jim, please.
You tell them.
I can't.
He's selling himself, isn't he? That's what he's doing. Selling himself.
This little fella, 13. We reckon he could have gone up west looking for his pal Lee. Owing to your experience in the Central London Vice Squad, the Chief Super suggested you lead the operation.
Am I working with them on this?
No. But we think you'll be able to look under the right stones if Lee is on the meat rack and he's with that boy Stephen Watson.
Who's coming with me?
You got Loxton and Ackland.
I don't want Loxton on this case.
You what?
He's not right for this sort of job.
What's that supposed to mean?
You've never worked in this sort of area, have you, Gov? Well, it's very sensitive. This young boy, if he's 13, there'll almost certainly be a ponce involved. The macho approach is out. Loxton's attitude is all wrong. I don't want him with me.
So who do you want?
Mike Dashwood.
Oh, no, come off it, Alistair. I can't afford to lose 2 of you.
I won't have Loxton.
June, what time are we going, do you know?
Any minute now, I think.
Brilliant. I really fancy this West End. Might even get some overtime in, eh?
Yes, Steve.
All right, Sarge, be with me in a minute.
Actually, Loxton, you won't be needed after all.
What?
5 minutes, Jim.
Sarge, what's going on?
It was my decision not to take you.
Why?
If you must know, I don't feel you have the right temperament for this type of work.
And what does that mean?
It means, Loxton, that in this operation we're going to be mixing with the gay community, looking for their support. I can't afford to take along anyone with the wrong attitude.
You what? I've got nothing against shirtlifters.
Sensitivity's not one of your strong points, is it, Loxton?
Where are we going first, Sarge?
To see an old pal of mine, Jerry Lonsdale. He runs a gay club just here. He was the best snout I had.
So, what brings you back here, Alistair?
This boy, he's gone missing on our manor.
Along with a few hundred others.
He's 13. Went missing 4 days ago.
And you think it might be chicken feed? Haven't seen him.
Have a look at this one. It's his mate, Lee Garside, 17. Been trading, possibly, about 4 months. Again from Sun Hill. Anything?
Oh, yes, I've seen him. He came in one night with a punter. I told them to leave. He started getting aggressive.
Lee did?
Yes, said he only wanted a drink. I said, find it somewhere else. He said he had a mate who'd sort me out. I suppose he meant his pimp.
And you've no doubt it was Lee?
No doubt. I asked around later. Apparently, he sometimes acts as hook for a ponce called Matthews.
Where does he work?
He's likely to be trolling round Victoria.
Do you know what this Matthews looks like?
I made it my business to know. He's 5'10-ish, blue eyes, long lanky hair tied in a ponytail, face a bit like a lived-in duvet. Always wears a smart suit with trainers.
Right. Thanks, Jerry.
Drop by next time you're up west.
Yeah, will do.
And I do hope you nail the little bastard. He's no friends round here.
Keep in eye contact. Don't spread out too far. At this stage, we're just looking, so don't approach any of the boys. If you see Lee and is on his own, we'll take him out. Now, the action's more likely to be through on this side.
Looking for business?
I'm looking for this boy.
You police?
Just looking for a friend.
I might have seen him. What's it to you?
Where?
Down here.
When?
Not for a while.
How old are you?
17.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, Alistair? Jeff, we're in the middle of a bloody operation here. Yeah?
I'm sorry, sir. I had no idea.
Yeah, what are you doing here anyway? Bit off your manner, isn't it?
We're after a missing 13-year-old from Sun Hill. There's a picture of him.
Brown coat and green trousers.
What's going down here?
We've been running an operation on a ponce for about the last 5 months now.
How close are you?
Oh, about a whisper away. We got some lovely snaps of guilty knowledge last week.
No, I don't recognise him. We'll have to check him through at Central.
What about a boy Lee Garside or a ponce called Matthews?
Matthews is our target. Any sign of him yet?
No, Sarge.
Lee's been acting for Matthews for about a month now. This is Matthews here. This is the house he operates from. If your boy is with Matthews, this is where he'll be. Here's Lee working in Piccadilly.
Any chance I could come in on this operation, sir?
Red hat turning round.
Well, I'm not sure, Alistair.
Just as another pair of eyes on the plot. You always need them, you know you do.
All right, but on your own.
Oh, yeah.
That's with all due respect to, I'm sorry,
Mike Dashwood.
June Ackland.
the officers down there have all been specially trained for this sort of work. In fact, I think you helped train a couple of them, Alistair. PC Franks, PC Whitney.
Making contact with Black.
You can observe, but that's all. Sorry.
Sir.
You've got 2 OPs on the plot. This office and one across the way. June, you stay here. Mike, you go across to the other OP with Jeff.
Sir.
Alistair, you can go down on the concourse. We'll fit you up with a mic. Stay within a 20-yard radius of Matthews, but no closer. Do you understand? Colin Franks can be your minder. I don't want you approaching Lee or Matthews. I don't want you talking to them, all right?
We need a shot of the money exchanging hands. Once we've got that, we've got Matthews.
What if you don't get that tonight?
And we stay here till we do. We've been running this operation for the last 5 months. He's a very nasty piece of work, and we want him very badly. Jim, this is Mike Dashwood from Sun Hill. He's going to be with us for a while.
Hello, Mike.
All right. What's happening?
Not a lot.
Yeah, well, there's a ponce.
Matthews?
Nah. No, this one's small fry.
Yeah, but aren't you going to pull him anyway?
Too risky. No, we could blow the whole operation. Matthews is the one we want. Yeah. Take a look. Thanks. You see the first ticket machine? Black suit, light coat. It's got the kid with him. Yeah. Looks fond of him, doesn't he? You see the way he's stroking his chin?
Yes.
He's actually feeling to see if he's started shaving yet. He's worth more if he's still a chicken.
What, a youngster?
12 to 16. Younger than that, they call them spring chickens. Some of them are only 3 years old. It's only the underage ones that we're really worried about now.
Stay as close as you can to Matthews. There's a moment when the boys go towards him, pass him, and somehow the money changes hands.
Is that comfortable?
That's fine.
We think it's got something to do with a newspaper, but we don't know what.
Target coming into view.
Have contact.
Target in view by central pillar wearing green coat and green suit.
I've got him. Green suit and trainers.
Yeah, I've got him.
Arrival with target.
There's Lee in the denim jacket.
Where?
Underneath that blue sign.
Target being watched by 2 youths.
Yeah, I've got them. 2 jackets and lumberjacket. They're working for Matthews.
We're approaching target.
We think the money's now been passed. Down you go.
Target on the move.
You get that, Jim?
Sorry, sir.
Target moving off to escalators.
Arrival. Target moving up escalators. Damn, he's having a learning night. Have contact.
You know, June, that man's making over 1,000 quid a night from these boys. That's after he sampled the merchandise himself, of course.
What happens to them when the pimp's been caught?
How do you mean?
Well, do they go into care, back to their families, what?
Ah, most of them are left home for a reason, so often they go into care. I don't usually stay. Half the time they're back here in a few months.
I don't understand it. Why do they come back?
And when you live like that for any length of time, it's difficult to form a normal relationship. It takes time, care, love, for want of a better word. These kids haven't got that. So they just drift back.
Target back onto escalator.
Coming into view my side.
I've got him.
I've got him, Gov. I can't see him yet. Oh, yeah, I've got him.
Have eyeball with target.
Stay back.
Have eyeball with Lee.
Yeah, we got them both.
We made contact with possible punter, blue suit.
Have eyeball with Lee in blue suit.
Have eyeball with Lee in blue suit.
Lee in blue suit moving to toilets.
Alistair, when Lee comes out, he'll be passing money to target.
Jim, you've got a clear view.
Damn it, out of film!
Jim?
Blue suit out of toilets. That was a quick one.
Have eyeball with Lee.
I've got him. Jim? Sorry, sir.
Did you get it, Gordon? Lee was obstructing the shot. Damn.
There's Stephen.
What?
Just coming into the concourse. Middle-aged man with a grey jacket. There, directly below us, heading towards the central pillar.
Gov, we spotted the missing...
13-year-old. He's approaching target from your right. Straight line between OP1 and OP2.
Got eyeball with grey jacket
Damn
moving
it.
in closer.
Yeah, I got him.
Do you recognise the grey jacket with him, Gov?
Not sure.
I think it's Eric Staunton.
So it is.
Confirmed.
Who's Eric
grey
Staunton?
jacket is Eric Staunton.
Looks after some of Matthew's boys for him.
Are we going for him, Gov? I can pick him up now.
Now, Lee Staunton, we don't need him.
Received.
Received.
What do you want to do about the boy, Gov?
The boy is our priority, sir.
Do you think I don't know that, Constable?
Baseball cap staying with target.
If I bring the boy in now, we blow away 5 months' work.
Target remaining with baseball cap.
More than one kid at risk down there.
Gov, Lee's gone trolling for trade.
Yeah, he's probably acting as hook for Stephen. He'd be too inexperienced to get his own punters.
Shall I move in, Gov?
Let's run it a bit longer in case we get lucky. We know what we're looking for.
Okay, go.
We bring the boy in only if we think he's in danger. If we let Matthews off the hook, there'll be 100 more Stephens to answer for.
Hook making contact with punter. Hook moving away.
Still have eyeball with hook.
Hook approaching.
Alistair, move away. Leave it with Colin.
It's too late for
Alistair, get out of there. Get out of there. Everybody quiet. Radio silence.
Are you cottaging? Maybe.
Would you want business?
How much?
Got a chicken. A real chicken. Cost 100.
For the whole night?
I'm joking. A quickie. Okay. Come on. Come and meet the man.
Oh, yes. Come on. Come on. Brilliant.
Any suggestions, Gov?
Lovely.
Stay close. Let's just see what happens.
You want to do business? We're in the back of my motor. I'll be watching. One at the gents. I want to keep an eye on this one. Keep it quiet, will you? Yeah, put it in the paper. Quick, come on.
I can't get it. I can't get it.
I got it! I've got it clean.
Right, follow me.
Good man. Jim,
No, someone got in the way.
keep watching. Colin, they're moving outside.
I'm on him, Gov.
In you go. Make it quick.
Stephen, no need to worry. I'm a police officer from Sun Hill, and I'm here to take you home. You okay? Sure? All right. We'll get you home as soon as we can. Cover blown! Target heading back into station.
Move in now.
Target. Assistance required. Get his legs. Get his legs. Get off. Leave it. On the floor. Leave it. Put him on the floor. James Matthews, I'm arresting you for numerous offences involving indecency with children. To say anything, unless you wish to do so.
But it feels like you've never been away, Alistair. You miss it?
This kind of operation, yeah.
Yeah, of course, you're only remembering the good bits. I mean, when you've been working 22 hours a day.
Usually with no overtime.
Yeah, you know what it's like. You're dead on your feet, nothing's happening. You wonder why you do it at all. And then something like this happens.
Yep, I remember.
Yeah, I wouldn't work for any other section. And of course, there's tomorrow, making it stick.
No problem, sir. We've got this one.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Another one?
No, thanks, Jeff.
Ooh, still a hard drinker, eh, Alistair?
Well, we've got to get back to Sun Hill.
Mike? No, better not. June's waiting for us.
Do you really want that?
No, I could do with a drink, though.
Yeah. You and me both.
Scotch. He gave me scotch.
Hey, Matthews.
Yeah, it tastes bloody horrible.
How'd you get in with him in the first place?
Lee called me. He said it was great out west. He said he'd meet me off the train. So I came up. Why did he do it? He was a mate.
Why don't you go straight back home again?
They got me in this flat. And there was videos in it. So I didn't think anything of it. Fags, booze, whatever you wanted. Do what you like. No one telling you what to do. No one having a go all the time. I thought it was going to be all right. But then it got horrible. Matthews, he made me do things. I said I wanted to go home, but he wouldn't let me. He locked me in this room. Said he'd beat me up if I ran away. Said he knew my address. And he'd find me and kill me. I was scared. I was so scared.
Come on, it's all right. You're gonna be all right. Hmm?
Look at that. Business as usual, isn't it?
Some bird stick his head out of a train window.
We get one of those virtually every week. Paddington had one the other night. Some poor idiot celebrating the birth of his first child has a bellyful and decided to throw up out of the window over 125. But he was going into a tunnel at the time.
British Transport Police, sir.
Keith Hutton, school's liaison. We've got a bit of a problem with trespass, sir.
What the hell?
Oi, you, Gazza. Come here. Isn't it time you were at school?
We're not going to school today. We've got to go to the dentist.
You got permission for that, have you?
Yeah, my mum told Mrs. Robinson.
All right, I believe you.
Go and find somewhere better to play. And practice a bit of close control, eh?
You probably know why I asked you in today.
No, sir.
The duty sergeant's job. I'm sure Bob's confided in you about his decision.
He's not spoken to me, sir.
Oh. He's not told you he wants to return to operational duties?
No, sir. I wasn't aware there was a vacancy for him to return to.
Yes, well, that's quite true, there's not. That's why I wanted us to have a little chat. As you know, you were my first choice for duty sergeant.
I'm a relief man. I've told you I'm happy where I am.
Yes, but I thought since the stabbing incident with the boy, what was his name, Mabs?
Gary Mabs, yes, sir.
Well, I thought you might like to reconsider the position.
It was just a stabbing. It was really only a flesh wound, sir.
I think it was a little more than that.
No, sir, it's just one of those things that happens. It was months ago. I've forgotten about it.
Good. Nevertheless, I think you should consider the offer.
Why? Nothing's changed.
Alec, please think about it.
Thank you, but I think you ought to find someone else for the job. May I go now, sir?
Yes, of course. Bob?
Well, along this particular section, as well as kids playing chicken, we've had things dangled off the bridges. There was a brick lobbed at one of the cabs.
And where was that?
Walton Road Bridge.
Oh, yes, that's round the back of the Matthew Arnold estate, isn't it? Let's see if we can find Ron. He's our home beat officer. It'd be good to put you two together on this. Quinnan, you seen Ron Smollett?
He's out. He's on his rounds, I think, sir.
If you pop back, he's bound to be here about lunchtime.
Any chance you could drop by the school? I'll be giving a talk later.
Leave me the address and I'll see what I can do.
OK, well, thank you, sir. That'll be a great help. If you can just remind the lads about the problem, ask them to keep an eye on the tracks and any kids seen hanging about.
Will do.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Could you have the overtime figures ready for me when I get back?
Yes, sir.
Look. Bob, I'm sorry.
Alec is the right man for this job.
I'm not going to twist a man's arm if he's not interested.
I'm not a complainer. I've tried hard to make it work.
Look, I'm prepared to advertise the post.
And how long's that going to take? 6 months, a year?
Bob, you've only been in this post a few months. Now, if you can find a suitable candidate to replace you, that's fine. But it's down to you.
Alec!
Yes, sir.
I've been looking for you. I don't seem able to find anyone today.
You haven't been looking in the right places. I've definitely been here.
That wasn't a criticism. I've had BTP in to see me. Kids off the Matthew Arnold have been using the railway as a playground.
They use it as a cut-through, yes, I know, from the estate to the playing fields.
I want us to put a stop to it.
Get BR to put up an electric fence, sir.
We're not talking about cattle wandering astray. I'm going to have the cadre make sure officers are aware of the problem.
Yes, sir.
Alec?
What?
I wondered if you wanted to come for a pint at the end of the shift.
I didn't think we were still on drinking terms.
What do you mean?
You've been stitching me up with Brownlow.
What? Come off it. No, I'm not having this conversation with you out here.
I'm not going for a drink to discuss it either.
Alec!
Sierra Oscar 577 receiving, over.
Go ahead, 577.
Yeah, I'm down by the railway line off the Tomlin Road footpath. Found a couple of bikes leant against the fence. I reckon some lads have been using them as a way of getting onto the line.
I'll get it, Enrico. Barry, Mr. Munro's instructions are that we don't pursue kids across the railway lines. Understood?
I can't see anyone down there anyway, Sarge.
OK, but I don't want any idiot tripping over a live rail or running into the path of an oncoming train. And that includes you, yeah?
Yeah, cheers. Oi, stop there! I want you to walk back here the way you came. That's right, carefully, without touching any of the rails. Come on, you heard! And whoever else is hiding down there, I want you up here, away from the rails. Come on, get a move on. What do you think you're doing?
I didn't mean to.
Do you know what that is, with the posts in it?
The fence.
It's put there to keep you out. To keep you out of danger. To keep you away from the live rails. To keep you from electrocuting yourself. Do you understand?
Yes.
And if the electricity doesn't get you, what will?
The train.
About 400 or 500 tons of it travelling at maybe 100 miles an hour. You stand in the way of that, you won't make much of a dent in it, pal.
It's not my fault. He kicked the ball over.
What?
Come on.
Children fooling about on the railway. In this area, the trend's on the increase. I thought you might have some idea why.
Just the usual.
Which is?
More bravado than brains, sir.
Well, a BTP chap's been down to see me about it. He's giving a talk at St Augustine's. I said you'd pop in.
Very well.
Your BR initiative, sir, just arrested a couple of kids for trespass.
What were they doing?
Retrieving a football, claiming they got time off school for a dental appointment.
You should have given a verbal warning, that's all.
Yes, sir, but I was unable to confirm the address they gave. I knocked at their house, there was no one in.
Have they been in trouble before?
I checked. I think they're good lads. I think they just wandered.
OK, fine. Sergeant Boyden's put them in a detention room till the parents arrive, has he?
Sergeant Boyden's gone for refreshments, sir. That's why I thought I'd check with you.
He wants back on our relief.
He's a desk jockey. Bob Cryer's a pedantic pain in the arse.
What gets me is he's been upstairs doing my legs with Brownlow, and then he's only got the front to come and ask me for a drink, hasn't he?
Well, he shouldn't have taken the job if he didn't want it.
What's he take me for?
I tell you, I wouldn't be duty sergeant, mate. It's a civilian's job. If it's for old coppers that are past their sell-by date.
That's why he doesn't want the job.
There has been. Lost his bottle. Something wrong with your watch, sir?
There must be. He keeps telling me you're having extended refreshment breaks.
Sir?
Alec, I want us to look out for holes in BR fences. Make sure BR have been informed so they can be repaired.
It's a waste of time, if you ask me. They'll mend them and the same little slags will only open them up again.
I didn't ask you, and that's not the attitude I expect. Perhaps you should keep an eye on the company you keep.
Because my kids are good kids.
You'd be surprised how many parents tell us that. Still, the fact is, they were trespassing on the railway.
Because they were trying to get their ball.
Regardless of reasonable cause, they were trespassing.
Well, you tell me what they were supposed to do, because I certainly wasn't going to buy them another ball.
Well, they could have gone to fetch me or fetch another policeman.
Yeah. Or you can never find one when you want one.
Well, they could have gone to the train station or fetch you even.
I'm at work, which is where I'm supposed to be now.
Fine, as long as you realise I've given them a warning, and next time they're caught, it'll be a criminal record.
A criminal record? What for? Hopping across a train line?
Look, Mrs. Cook, you're lucky I'm not knocking on the door to tell you that the boys are dead.
Hey! Get off the line! Sierra Oscar from 643, receiving, over.
Go ahead, 643.
I'm on the railway behind the Matthew Arnold. I've got a couple of twits trying to microwave themselves. Get off the line! Come and get us then! I want the power turned off. Inform BR.
Do you require assistance?
Yeah, if I could have a unit available to the other side to pick them up, it'd be much appreciated.
Message received.
You're in danger! Now leave the trolley where it is and get off of the line! Leave it! Just get that off now before a train comes! Sierra Oscar from 643 receiving, over.
Go ahead.
We have an obstruction on the line. It's on the northbound line. It's on the live rail.
Go that way, Kathy.
Right.
June, BR are unable to locate your exact position. Look, there should be a number plate somewhere beside the track.
Yeah, I'm behind the Matthew Arnold, heading towards Canley Fields to try and warn any oncoming trains.
Can you see a bridge or a signal?
No, I can't. There's a train coming.
We need a plate number, June. Can you see a milepost?
We've lost them.
There's a train coming! Yeah, there's an 11 with an 11 underneath.
It's southbound. You all right, June?
Yeah.
Sorry, June. Thanks, but BR don't need that number after all. They've isolated both tracks from Gidborough Junction North.
Hurry up and get the trolley off the track, then.
Oh, get stuffed.
What's the problem? They've turned the juice off, haven't they?
Yeah, I'd rather not risk it, thanks.
Chicken.
I touch that, mate. I could be Kentucky Fried.
People making programs about laughter and joy. But today I'm making a program about disaster. Tragedy on the railways. Take that third rail down there. It looks harmless, doesn't it? But merely to touch it means mutilation.
You come into contact with the live rail. That's right, the live rail, and you'll stick to it. You will fry and cook to death.
There's more trolleys on this estate than in Tesco's.
I want you to stop looking for those kids. Go down the high street, help clear away some of those illegally parked cars.
But surely this is more important. Those idiots nearly derailed a train.
I hadn't realised you'd suddenly passed your inspector's exam.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
Good. Now look down the side streets. We've got double parking going on.
Skip? Skip!
Look, June, I don't care how long you've been in this job, but when a sergeant gives you an order, you jump to it.
Yes, Sarge.
Can you also imagine the shock which overwhelms a driver or a guard on a train board in the death of a young
There are
person?
some people who can't hear. Right, I'll freeze frame it for you.
Adults should know better. But are they aware of the terrible dangers?
All right, come on, come on. Have a look at this boy. How do you think that happened? Very funny, yeah. Any other ideas? You at the back, you've had a lot of ideas.
Truncheon job.
No, it wasn't truncheon.
A back makeup. Plastic surgery.
No. On a railway line.
Turn it off, man. It's boring.
That's... Unfortunately, that's all I've got time for. It wasn't one of my best lectures.
Yeah, first time I gave a talk here, a young lad at the back set fire to the curtains. Come on, take a leaflet there.
Sometimes you wonder why you bother.
Yeah. Come on, take a leaflet, practice your reading.
Oi! Those are shopping trolleys, not go-karts!
Excuse me.
Alec, I thought we were mates.
So did I.
Come on, don't be silly. You know Mr. Brownlow always had you down as first choice.
I couldn't give a toss what Brownlow thinks. And don't set me up for this job just to get you out of hock.
I wouldn't do that.
Be honest, will you, Bob?
I am being honest.
At least be man enough to admit it.
643 Sierra Oscar.
643 receiving, over.
We've had a report of some kids larking around on the railway. There's about half a dozen of them. Last seen down in the cutting north of Victoria Bridge.
Sierra Oscar from 9-6, I'm on my way.
What do we do now? Don't! Don't run!
Come on, you can do it.
You can do it! Come on! Come on!
Oh, I hope to God it didn't hit him, did it?
Sierra Oscar from 9-6.
Go ahead, 9-6.
Fatal accident. Railway line, Victoria Bridge. Advise BR, we need the power shut off. Barry, watch out for other trains and remember the power's still on. All right, kids. Why don't you stay where you are, please? Don't come over here. Stay there. Come on, son. Up here. Let's keep together here. Come on, back from the rail. Come on, stay back. Let's keep together. Now, you've been very foolish. Barry, don't! Live rail, he's touching it!
I'm sorry, mate. There's nothing you can do. Oh, God. Sorry, mate. It's not your fault.
A British Rail investigator's on his way to the scene. I've informed BTP. They'll be there shortly.
Isn't that typical? The day BTP come in to warn us.
It's not our fault, sir.
No. Tell them I'm on my way.
Sir.
There you go. Oh, June, look after these kids, will you? I'd like you to go to the hospital with them as well.
Yeah, OK.
And June, see if we can get a name for the dead boy. I think it's Martin something, right?
Has the power been turned off?
Oh, we haven't had confirmation yet. One of your lads is already here.
Who's that, Dave Ellis?
He's with the driver.
Well, he was quick.
Can we go down on the track? Well, I don't think you'll be needed. An undertaker and a few refuse bags all that be required.
Has the doctor been called to certify the death?
Yeah, he's on his way. Look, love, I think you should take these kids in for shock, OK?
And what about the driver?
Yeah, take him in too. He's with the train.
BR supervisor. Have we got the power off? Well, we're still waiting for confirmation. We've got a relief driver on his way so that we can get the trains moving again.
Sierra Oscar 1 from Sierra Oscar.
Sierra Oscar 1 receiving.
We We've had confirmation now. The power on both lines, up and down, it is off.
Message received. We'll obviously want to get that train out of the section as quickly as possible. Don't want the whole network grinding to a halt. Does anyone know what they were doing? Plain chicken. It has been a problem in the area.
Won't be any more.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
We're meant to have been in London 20 minutes ago. I've got an appointment.
You're lucky you haven't got an appointment with Jesus, sir. Do you see that rail you got your foot on? That's the live rail. It's been turned off because some poor sod less fortunate than you has had an accident.
Yeah? Well, if it takes much longer, I'm going to walk.
You can walk with me, sir. We'll give you a lift in the police car.
That's very kind.
It's my pleasure. You're under arrest for trespass on the railway.
What?
You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you do say may be taken down and used in evidence.
Just a moment. I just set off the train to see what was
Not my problem, sir.
Who's going to do the talking?
I don't mind.
She's not in. Can I help you?
I don't know if I can do this. Martin's our only child.
What about her husband?
He's not around anymore. I don't know him.
Mrs. Davies,
Oh, Helen. I'm sorry.
there's been an incident on the railway, Mrs. Davies, resulting in the death of a young person that fits the description of your son. We have items of property we'd like you to identify. We're not certain, but we think they may belong to your son.
You going for a drink?
I don't really feel like it.
Oh, come on, mate. After all that overtime, you can't say you can't afford it.
Nah.
Kath, you fancy a drink?
No, thanks.
June,
Not today.
you can't just go home.
Barry. Oh, look at you, Sarge. I just wanted to say thanks. I could have juiced myself today.
Well, just make sure your notes are made up, all right?
Barry, come for a drink, please. Otherwise, they'll end up with Reg Hollis.
All right. All I'm trying to say is that I was wrong earlier and you were right.
Forget it.
No. No, I just thought perhaps things might just fall into place. All right, I wanted my old job back. I spoke to Mr. Brownlow. I should have spoken to you first.
Doesn't matter.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
It's the accident, isn't it?
I was thinking about Gary Mabbs.
Still?
I can always remember him holding the knife. The next I remember is the blood on my shirt. But the moment in between, the vital moment.
You can't remember it. The brain does that. It makes you forget things you shouldn't remember. Maybe it's to protect you.
And today, when the lad got hit by the train, somehow Stringer managed to turn away. I didn't. I watched. I saw him hit.
Don't think about it.
And then when I went down on the track, I looked at his body. His torso, his head was... And then, of course, I went to tell his mum. And all these faces all around me. All I could see was grief and pain. And all the time I was thinking, there's no way you're going to get my job. I mean, it's really sick. But it's true. And just now, I was thinking about Mabs. I mean, it's hard to explain, but I always remember what he said. He said he was going to kill me. And I was thinking, in some ways, it's almost as if he did.
Have you thought maybe, and you don't need therapy, but about talking to someone? Look, don't worry about your job if that's what you're worrying about. I'm really not after it. And I didn't mean therapy, I mean a holiday. It might do you some good. Obviously, you can't feel something all the time. You just can't.
I used to be able to.
Yes, come in. Alec.
I wanted to talk to you about a holiday, sir.
Well, you know you need to see Bob about that.
It's the timing, sir. I'd like to take...
£28?
I think that's too bad, actually. She has only been here a year.
You get some quite nice gear
How
for
do you
that.
spell
I
it?
could do your bent car radio for 20.
Look, it's not just a Prezzy's got to come out of that. We ain't bought the booze yet.
Look, I need the number.
What, we having a party in-house, then?
Well, you should know.
47.5.
Care to organise it.
47.9.
Just
Yep,
now.
I've got it, 9.
You better have another whit round, Jim. Otherwise, we'll all end up drinking mountain bog water.
All the numbers.
What about Brownlow?
Oh, he can come. If he behaves himself.
Now, look, have you squared it with him? I mean, alcohol on the premises.
Jim, this is a senior officer's farewell. The rules don't apply.
But if you think I'm lugging a load
Jim.
of booze up...
Don't worry about it. I'll square it, all right?
Yeah, I'll hang on.
Stop that! Yeah? I hear there's a stabbing gun in the book.
That's right. Yeah, she's none too friendly.
She?
Shoplifter. Challenged in Everett, did a runner, caught by the security guard, stuck him with a kitchen knife. It's not life-threatening, but still. Weapon, evidence, witnesses, no problem. George Garfield wants a word with you about it, though.
Okay.
George is down there.
Your Miss Pearlie looks a trifle hard-boiled.
Yeah, Sarge. 24-carat slag. This is her form to date. Petty but persistent. Mainly shoplifting, some of it organised.
So?
Well, the thing is, she lives on the Fairways estate. I know you're keen to make a contact now.
Would you know much?
Well, she's lived there years. She must be on the edge of a few things, even if she's not in them.
Drugs?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Plus, one or two of her known associates are into car crime. I mean, like I say, she'd be a useful person for us to do business with.
Have you tried?
Well, I wouldn't really know how. You know, I'd just nick her occasionally. The difference is this time, she could get a custodial. She hasn't been inside before.
Presumably you'd like to make the presentation?
Yes. Yes, I suppose so. Why not? What are we giving him?
Oh, don't worry about that, sir. See you in a hand.
Frank, before you disappear to the off-licence, this promotion of Kim Reed's does have other ramifications besides a booze up in CID, you know? I hope we're all ready for it. We're not going to have Ted Roach sulking again, are we?
Well, Ted won't hold any personal grudges, sir. He knows the decisions weren't made here.
Well, they weren't exactly not made here either. Still, we don't need to disabuse him of that, do we? What about Greg? Are you happy with him as acting DI?
Well, a different style from mine, sir. But the pecking order's still the same, isn't it? We're all just shuffling one rung up the ladder.
Look, I hope this doesn't mean that you don't feel the need to change personally. DCI is a pivotal appointment, acting or otherwise. It means taking an overview. Strategy, innovation, thought.
Rest assured, sir. I shall grasp the challenge with both hands. Anyone would think I'm standing in for God.
Whereas I am, of course. There's a prisoner downstairs, Gov. OK with you if I talk to her?
Who is it?
Nicola Purdy.
I thought she was paying to rights.
She is. That's why I want to talk to her. You're always saying I should have moments, you know.
588. Nicola Purdy, turn informer? She wouldn't give you a hanky with snot on it.
How do you know? Did you ever talk to her?
No, I've always managed to keep out of gobbing distance.
Well, maybe now's the time to get a bit closer. Try and build a relationship. Look, the Fairways estate's becoming a real pain in the butt. Have you got a snout there? Is anybody else? So, OK if I talk to her then?
Just don't make her any silly promises. build a relationship.
It's better than pushing people's heads down lavatories. Another fiver, please, Gov.
John?
Yeah?
Nicola Purdy. I'd be grateful for the chance to speak to her.
Fine.
Informally.
What, on your own, you mean?
With the door open, naturally.
Well, I have to keep a record, informal or not.
That's fine.
Hit the panic button if you need me.
Hello, Nicola. I'm Detective Sergeant Gregg. Mind if I have a chat about this afternoon?
What for?
You've been arrested for GBH. CID always take a look at that.
GBH only scratched the wump.
I understand you haven't been fingerprinted yet. Shall we do it now?
What a waste of time.
Fingerprinting? No. Has no one ever told you what we do each time you're charged? It avoids cock-ups. Means we match the right Nicola Purdy with the right previous convictions, so the judge gets an accurate picture. Because it's Crown Court this time, you realise that, don't you, Nicola? Not three muppets on a bench. GBH is a serious offence.
I only scratched him.
You're looking at a custodial sentence.
A what?
Why not?
They don't send mothers down.
Those that carry knives, they do.
Look, I've got a 5-year-old just started school.
Besides, you've got 2 kids, not 1, and the oldest is already in care. So keeping the family together's not that much of an issue, is it? Would you like to wash your hands now?
Viv, we need a top-up.
Sorry?
Kim Reed.
Oh, right.
Regarding the present.
Haven't you bought it yet?
No, I haven't. Look, I was wondering if...
Oh, sorry, I'm off to see a witness. Hope to be back in time for the party, though.
Right.
Do you always carry a knife when you go lifting?
Give it a rest, will you?
Kids' clothes. Total value $27.90. Hardly worth stabbing a security guard for.
I stabbed him because he was hurting me. It's called self-defence.
He committed a crime. He was attempting a lawful citizen's arrest. You're a habitual criminal, Nicola. You were carrying a knife. The prosecution's going to say those 2 facts are linked.
Well, they should try living around here then, shouldn't they?
What do you mean? You're saying you carry a knife for protection?
Well, you're quick, aren't you?
Well, the court's not going to like that either.
They'd rather I get raped every night then.
You've put a man in hospital in the course of committing theft. That's all I'm saying, Nicola. In the current climate, with your record, that's 6 months inside at least.
All right, if it keeps you happy.
It's not a question of whether I'm happy. How do you feel about it?
I couldn't give a toss. Why, what's it to you anyway?
Just trying to understand. Treat you like a human being.
You sound like a bloody social worker.
You've never been inside before, though, have you, Nicola? I wonder if you realise what it's like to be locked up. It comes as quite a shock to some people.
Oh, you're scaring me.
Do you know anyone who's been to prison?
Me? Nah. Anyway, I could do with the rest.
What about your daughter, Olivia, though? She wouldn't be able to go with you. You'd miss her, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they could miss you. She drives me up the walls.
Yeah, well, they're all a bit of a handful at that age, aren't they? But surely...
You got kids?
No, I haven't.
No, well, don't tell me then, all right?
School will be out soon. We ought to make arrangements for her to be met.
She can find her own way home. She's got a key.
Will there be anyone in?
She knows how to turn the telly on.
Okay, so... what'll happen to her when you go down? Is her father around?
Do me a favour.
She'll go into care then. That doesn't bother you?
No. Perhaps she won't give them as much lip as she gives me. Look, what do you want? Do you fancy me or something? Is that it?
I've told you. I just don't like the Nick 'em and bin 'em approach.
Yeah. Well, get me a pack of fags from the custody sergeant then.
Yeah, sure. In a minute. What about your flat on the fairways?
What about it?
Well, you'll lose it, won't you?
They're not going to put me off that. I mean, they'll only have to rehouse me when I come back out again.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. 3 months, maybe, but how are they going to leave it standing empty for 6 months?
Well, it's not going to be empty, is it?
Why not?
Because my boyfriend lives there.
Oh, you've got a boyfriend?
No, don't sound so surprised.
Sorry, no offence. What's his name?
Mind your own.
Oh, come on, you're not ashamed of him, surely.
No, I'm not.
What's his name then?
Neil Simpson.
What's he do?
Do?
Yeah, has he got a job?
Yeah, he's not a ponce. He's on the building.
Good. How long have you been together?
Christmas.
A few months then. You miss him
What?
when you're inside?
Yeah, I'll cry into my pillow every night.
No, I'm not talking all lovey-dovey, don't get me wrong. It's just that we do find that's one of the major problems when men go down. The loss of physical contact.
Oh, you mean sex?
Yeah.
Oh, I expect I'll manage.
Anyway, getting back to your flat, Neil will have to get out if the tenancy's in your name, I'm afraid. So who'll he move in with?
Why should I move in with anybody?
Sorry, I'd misunderstood. This is a stable relationship we're talking about then?
Yes, it's a stable relationship. We make out 7 days a week, which is 2 more than you previously managed. All right.
So wherever he goes, he'll be there waiting for you when you come out.
Haven't gone down yet.
Does he know you're here?
No.
You haven't told him? Well, we can get a message to him. He'll be concerned, surely. You might as well be together as much as possible. 18 months is a long time.
You said 6.
6 minimum, Nicola. There are judges who'd look at your record and decide you've been playing the system far too long. This GBH could be a godsend for a tough judge. You could be made an example of. Of course, you're luckier than most. You've got a man who'll wait.
I thought you were staying in your own office.
Yeah, I am. It's just that I didn't know our parting was going to come via promotion. Yours or mine. I thought you'd just have me shipped out sideways.
Well, if it had come down to you and me, I would have done. I wasn't about to disappear in a puff of smoke like Gordon Ray, I can assure you. There you go. Greatness has been thrust upon us, so that's that. Right, budget forecast to the end of the year, street crime initiatives, post-implementation review, and CID response to total geographic policing, dash allocation of functional responsibilities.
Dictionary? Thank you. Oh, you're not rushing off, are you? Only the troops will want to mark your departure later.
With a footprint on the backside in certain cases, I'm sure.
Now you're fishing for compliments.
Alistair, I've phoned social services. I'll see to the daughter. But I've got to bail Purdy soon unless you've got a good reason. All the paperwork's done.
No problem. We're only chatting.
There's no way I'm going to get sent down. When I was up there last, I didn't have a job. I'm on a course now, proper with a grant and all.
Yes.
I've got a kid. It was self-defence and I can prove I'm trying to change.
Might be worth a try. And then again, the court might see it as just another ploy. Could rebound on you. What's the course, anyway?
Hairdressing.
Oh. Well, I don't think you're going to be giving Neil another haircut for a while. Still, he'll probably be able to carry on with it in prison. Should be quite proficient at it by the time you come out, if you stick at it. Should be able to do a really good job on him. Would you plan to set up at home, then? Have customers come to you? Ideal situation, that, really, on a big estate like Fairways. That's if you get back there, of course. Yeah, a lot of young mothers work from home now, don't they? Makes sense. Of course, not all home jobs are legal, are they? For example, on Fairways, we know some of the young mums are pushing drugs. I'm not saying you are. Well, that's one of the good things about talking to you like this. So that I can say to our people, Nicola Purdy's one we don't have to worry about, yeah? I expect there are one or two you know that we do have to worry about, no?
Get stuffed.
That was part of your older kid's problem, wasn't it? No one in care. Drugs.
His problem was he was too free with his fist like his father.
Maybe if he hadn't got into drugs, though.
I'm not interested.
You don't approve, surely, drugs being cut and sold in people's kitchens.
He never got his from the estates.
You sure about that?
Yes, I am.
Some kids do, though.
Well, that's their stupid fault. They know what they're doing, and I know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you, Nicola.
Treat me like a human being. You just want a grass. Forget it.
Fair enough. I'm trying to be honest with you, Nicola. I'm 99.9% certain you're going down. But you're 100% that Neil and everything is going to be okay while you're away. So, I've got nothing more to say. Just see the custody sergeant about your bail arrangements, all right?
What kind of prat like you do anyway? If I'm going down, I'm going down.
That depends on whether you trust me or not. Look, what we say in here is totally unofficial, Nicola. You can have no worries on that. No tape recordings, no nothing. Just you and me. Now, I've said I want to help. But why should I give you something for nothing? I can't do business like that. I need something in return.
I said, what can you do for me?
Well, I won't bull you for a start. I don't know what the court's going to decide.
What's the chance of a suspended?
Now you're asking. 3 months might be a more realistic target, I don't know. But what I can say is that whatever's possible would be done. And without anyone you wouldn't want to know about it getting to know.
And the price for trusting you?
I just want a friend on the estate, that's all. No, not like that. I'm not cutting in on Neil's territory.
No.
A little bit of an ear on the drug situation. Who's selling, who's buying.
You want me to grass on my mates?
Are they your mates? You worried about being sussed?
Look, I'm in here. 10 minutes later, my next door neighbour gets nicked. And I don't mean my next door neighbour. No, it's too close to home.
I respect your feelings on that.
Thanks.
Maybe later, yeah?
Maybe.
We are talking about a transaction here, Nicola. A deal. Help for help. We have to trust each other, yes, but
Basically, I won't know whether you're worth trusting until I'm in court.
No, you won't. And that's tough. But if your information's not good, you can forget it anyway. Is there anything else you could help me with if the drug scene's too sensitive? How about car crime? There's enough of that on the estate. Or handling, maybe? There must be some kind of disposal network for all the gear you nick. One name. One address, that's all I want. And I promise I'll do my best for you.
Get us another cup of tea, that one's cold.
Well, she's only been at DCI for 5 minutes. It's quite a leg up, isn't it?
Leg over, more like.
Cheers, Jim.
Oh, Jimbo.
No.
Ground floor invited?
No.
I'm not telling you nothing that can be traced back to me.
I'm not asking you to.
And you can forget the estate.
Okay.
And I'm not giving you no names either.
What can you give me, Nicola? An address?
There's a shop in Tamplin Street, far end near the pub. It sells bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs?
It sells food, a few toys.
What's it called?
Tamplin Stores, I think.
You think?
Yeah, Tamplin Stores.
And?
It's full of bent gear.
What kind of gear?
Box electrics mostly. Warehouse jobs.
Thank you.
Aussie Tutu? Are you serious?
Really? How you doing, Alistair? She spat you out into the bubbles yet?
Sorry. Ted.
Yeah?
Yeah, right, I'll hang on. Those blaggings on the commercial estate.
Which ones?
Last month, the two that were done on the same night. Weren't the Akram brothers in the frame for that?
Only his names, along with about 50 others. I mean, the burglary squad drew a blank. There was no smell of the gear.
That stuff went back up in the Midlands, didn't it?
That's your theory.
Up to that cousin they're supposed to do business with.
Ramesh Patel.
Something like that.
He's taken a shop in Tamplin Street. I've reason to believe a search warrant may be in order. We think the Akram brothers did it. We know Ramesh Patel handles. And Nicola Purdy says there's gear in his shop.
She what?
She says there's gear there, electrical, and I believe her.
Ted, give the court a ring, see if they can squeeze you in.
Well, no, what about Madam's party?
Stuff Madam's party. She's got a promotion. Go on. I'm gobsmacked, Alistair. What did you promise her? A free pardon and a 20 grand reward?
She doesn't want to lose her boyfriend. She thinks this is it.
What?
Whatever. Someone who thinks she's special.
What chance has a slag like that got of finding anybody who thinks she's special?
None whatsoever. But we all have to dream, don't we?
Well,
Next of order, please.
3 times.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'd like to join me in congratulating Kim on her promotion to superintendent. To say that we'll all miss her bustling presence here at Sunhill. Her dedication, her enthusiasm, but most of all, her forward thinking has been a breath of fresh air in this particular department. We'd like to wish you all the best, Kim. And we'd like to ask you to accept this as a token of our continuing esteem. Good luck.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Well, go on, open it, Mum.
I'm not familiar. Are you sure? Hello? What is it?
Well, I didn't know what else to get her. Look, we always give people tankards, don't we?
No, Jim. Thanks very much. It's very nice. I shall put it on my mantelpiece, next to my pipe.
Sorry to interrupt, Ma'am. Sir, I've got the brief. I've seen Munro. He said we can have a van and 4 uniforms if we go now.
Is that all right, sir? I did mention this. Duty and all that.
Yes, I suppose so.
Sorry about this, Mum. Save us a drink, eh? Not you, Carver. You stay here and be polite.
Sorry, Mum. See you later, I hope.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Mum. All the best. I'll see you again soon. Thank
Bye,
you.
Tosh.
Bye.
Would you like another scotch, Mum?
Yes, in that.
Go ahead, Tosh.
All in position at the back, Gov.
All right, keep it tight. We'll do the business at the front.
Received.
Hope you haven't been a party pooper for nothing, Alistair.
Mr. Ramesh Patel. Detective Sergeant Gregg, Sunhill CID. Sorry to arrive just as you're closing, sir, but we have a warrant to search these premises for stolen goods. If you don't mind if we go in, sir, could you accompany us, please? You don't mind if we start in the back, do you, sir?
Bingo. Well, I hope she lives happily ever after.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
You all right?
Post-recruitment blues?
The result, eh?
Don't worry about it.
Come on, lads.
You will
Get this
soon
one to the back
forget
of the
your
van.
moral qualms. So will she. Hello, Mum. I think we should do some more auntie over. We're just coming back to celebrate.
They've all gone down the pub.
Oh, you all right? Huh? I'm going to get you a cab.
No, no, I'm being met.
Come on. Excuse me, Mum. All the best, eh?
Thanks.
See you again.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye. Bye, Frank. See you in court, perhaps.
To catch me.
Did you see what happened? Just went over on him. You want to come out of there? She's going up. 1 minute. 1 minute.
you see it go?
I did.
Just the two of you?
Yeah. There's only us left.
All right.
Mr. McAvoy? How'd you do? BP's down, post is up.
Got the shout on the main set, Sarge.
Right.
What happened?
Capri fell on him.
Can you give us a hand here,
Yeah,
fellas?
sure.
Right, lift. Up. Now, we think he's got a hemorrhage, so we got to get him out of here quick as we can. These
Right.
lads doing anything?
No way.
We can't find his fingers.
Fingers?
They're in that lot somewhere by that car.
Right, go for it. How many we're looking for?
2, middle and index. 1 each.
Can I do anything?
Have you got any ice?
Ice? You haven't even got a fridge.
Have you got a couple of carrier bags, something like that?
Yeah.
When your lads find his fingers, can they bring them up?
Yeah, St. Hughes.
Casualty, yeah.
Sure.
You could do with some ice, really. He's bringing
Right.
you some carrier bags. You want to put them in that.
Right, fine. Sierra Oscar from 6-3.
Go ahead, John.
The accident at Skyline Breakers Yard. The injured man has been freed, but is missing 2 of his fingers.
They're looking for them now.
Understood. I'm going to be using Sierra 1 to take the fingers to the hospital. Got a couple of witnesses here, so I'm tied up taking statements. In the meantime, Alec, can you get onto the health and safety executive? I want an inspector down here right away.
Please do.
Thanks.
I've heard of looking for spare parts, but this is ridiculous. That could be anywhere.
I bet you're a fiver I find him.
Steve? Bet you a fiver you don't.
Can I help you?
I'm the owner.
You tough! Barry! Barry! Why on earth kill you? Come on!
I'll nick the barrel if you don't belt up.
Sarge!
Jacked. Don't move. Look.
Just take it easy. Take it. Have you got them? Both of them.
What do I do now?
Put them in there. St. Hughes, quick. I want a word with you in a minute.
What's happened? Another one of the lads just copped a jackal. It's lucky he wasn't bloody well killed. McAvoy!
Come on, you better get a move on. There's no ice. There's no fridge. Quick as you can. Sierra Oscar from 6-3. Sierra 1 is now on its way to St. Hughes. Over.
Understood.
There all should be in ice.
Come on, Steve. Pull your finger out.
You're joking.
No. Sliced him right off, apparently.
Dear, oh dear. Skyline Breakers?
You know him?
Yeah. The stuff I've had off there must have kept them in business for the past 3 years.
Ice cream van.
What?
Ice cream van.
Can you give me some lollies, please, mate?
What flavour?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I've got mango.
Look, just any flavour you've got, okay? Quick as we can, eh?
Billy's told me. Is he going to be all right?
I don't know. They found his fingers.
It's out of our hands. Yeah.
You all right?
I live.
Look, if you want to press charges...
For this? I've had worse from the wife. He blames me, doesn't he? For the accident.
Yeah, I think he feels it was your responsibility.
He's right. It's my yard. My yard's my responsibility.
No answer. McAvoy's girlfriend. I better get round there, Jack.
Look, I'd rather you didn't. You said you saw what happened.
Yeah?
Well, I need a statement from you. If you give me the address, I'll get someone round there to tell her.
Nice one, Steve! Not bad.
Doctor?
They're in here.
fingers.
Yeah, so we could get him, I'm afraid.
I'm not complaining. Can we get these to the theatre, please?
Is he going to be all right then?
Well, that rather depends on what damage has been done to the tissues. Normally one would say keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, but not in this case, eh?
4 Morton Court. McAvoy's girlfriend, called Lisa. Haven't got her surname. Can we get someone over there, tell her what's happened?
Will do.
Is that about Skyline Breakers?
Yeah, it's a WPC job. Tell the girlfriend the fella won't play the violin again.
And Lisa's the girlfriend?
You know her?
I do if it's Lisa Wilson. Her dad's a mate of mine. He owns the yard.
Well, the HSE are involved now. Your mate's dropped himself right in it.
Yeah, well, look, do us a favour, will you? Don't put it out until I've spoken to Burnside. I'll go round and tell her the news.
Just thought what we can do with them ice pops.
Yeah?
You got them here all right?
Yeah, fingers and thumbs.
Where were they?
Under the engine.
You won't believe what we put them in.
Sorry, mate.
No, don't be so.
You're welcome.
Half an hour to go and see some rag and bone man?
He's a scrap merchant and it's his daughter.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Look, Gulf, I've known Jack a long time.
I don't believe this. Tosh, it might have escaped your notice, but this is a nick. Now, when we have to go and tell someone's daughter that their boyfriend has been mangled, we normally send a WPC. Do you understand?
Yeah. Is that a yes or a no?
There's an inspector from the HSE on his way now, John.
Understood, Alec. So, you reckon he pulled the car on top of himself, do you?
Well, he must have. I didn't see it. I was in the Hymac.
Where was he?
McAvoy?
Yeah.
Working under the car. I looked around, next minute it was on top of him.
What was he doing?
Taking out a drive shaft. Now look, it wasn't the way it was stacked. That car was safe. Tell you the truth, he's tipped him over before trying to move him. I mean, the governor's warned him, but you just can't get through to him lately.
Got through to him now, though, hasn't it?
Hello, Lisa.
Tosh? What's up?
Look, everyone's all right, but there's been a bit of an accident. Can I come in?
Yeah.
Ta. Eddie McAvoy. Are you seeing him?
We just got engaged.
You don't know?
No. You pulled Eddie in?
No, he's in hospital. He's all right, but...
What's happened?
He's hurt himself. Look, why don't I take you down there?
Bracewell, Passmore, Skinner, Anderson, Seymour, Taylor, Voss.
That enough?
That's all I've got. When do you need them?
Well, briefing's in 5 minutes. I don't want to go in there mob-handed and inflame the situation, but if there is trouble, I need to know it can be sorted.
There's 7 officers. That should do it. You're not expecting trouble, are you?
Half a dozen bailiffs going into a scrapyard. What do you think?
Who can you spare from relief?
Well, French could use the experience, see what she's up to. And there's always Hollis.
Yeah, all right. Leave it with me. I'll see what I can do.
Cheers, Bob.
Mr. Warmby! Mr. Warmby!
I need a statement.
Stacked in 4s, aren't they? Should only be stacked in 3s. I told Price. I told Wilson, but he won't bloody listen.
Yeah, but it's...
All right. All right. I shouldn't have hit him. These should only be stacked in 3s. You stack them any higher, you're not insured. This was an accident waiting to happen. You see what I mean?
Right. Do we all know what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
I'll be in the car, the rest of you in the carrier. Remember, wait for the bailiffs. Let them do the work, and if there is any trouble, watch yourselves. You know who you're dealing with, and you've been warned. I don't want anybody on the sick after this. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right, that's all. Be ready to go in half an hour.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a word?
Look, Barry, it's done. What do you expect me to say? Sorry?
It's a bit late for that.
What do you think I am, eh?
You're like a seagull, Jack. You dump on people.
I don't have to listen to this. I don't have to take that from you. Get out!
Just the wages. No golden handshake. 2 down, 1 to go. You want to watch yourself, Billy. Huh? You'll have nobody left in a minute. You have my address.
Barry! Barry!
Mr. Wilson, I have reason to believe that the yard is unsafe.
If you want anything, Lisa, just ask Junie. Okay? You want staying?
Yeah.
How is he?
He'll probably lose his fingers. Let's hope he doesn't lose his sense of humour.
You will look after her, June, won't you?
I've told Eddie about pushing cars over.
You're still responsible for safety.
And he's responsible for not doing anything stupid. Look, I pay his wages. I don't do his thinking for him. If you want a Health and Safety Act, I can give you a chapter and verse.
Look, it would be a lot easier to sort this out with your cooperation. A man's been injured. I want to sort it out.
All right, do it. Go ahead. Do it. But he'd better hurry up. I'm expecting the bailiffs at 11. That's why Warmby left. Perhaps we should toss a coin. See who's going to close me down first.
Oh, that's right. Wilson should have been out 2 months ago. We're helping the bailiff shift him. You say Maitland's down there now?
Sorting out this accident.
He'll be lucky.
It's not the first time we've had a problem here. About a month ago, a similar accident. You wouldn't think cars would be that easy to move, would you?
No.
They say he pulled it down on top of himself.
Yep.
Well, to be completely honest, I can't see how he's done it. Unless this car was hanging right out off the top of the stack.
Which none of them are.
Price, Warmby and McAvoy. Take your pick.
Not Wilson.
No, Wilson's clean.
Armed robbery.
Price, yeah.
Everyone a villain.
What's he running down there? Sanctuary for violent criminals?
Were the witnesses nearby when it went over?
Yep.
Anyone else around?
Just the two of them.
If you want my opinion, someone's pushed it over.
Thanks.
Oi!
Close! Burnside's going spare. What's going on?
Look, Viv, let's just say I'm helping a friend. OK?
Look, Lisa, is there anyone who can stay with you? Your mum, perhaps?
My mum's in Spain. That's been since she left me dad. Couldn't stand it any longer. All he talked about was the yard. Stayed there more than he was at home. We never saw him.
Was he pleased about you and Eddie?
Pleased? It's a joke. If it'd been Billy Price, it'd be a different matter.
How do you mean?
My dad thinks Billy's great. All those people that work at the yard, my dad collected them. Billy was the first. I've known him all my life. Whenever I wanted something and my dad was too busy to notice, Billy was always there. Don't worry, love, I'll take care of you. Except he started trying to run my life. Buy me presents, clothes I should wear, lipstick that would suit me. I tried telling my dad about him, but he wouldn't listen. Then I started seeing Eddie and it all got out of hand. He followed me in his car one night. After that, I just left. It was 6 months ago. I haven't been back since.
And your dad doesn't know where you are?
He doesn't know because he never asked.
Just open the gate.
I'm sorry, mate. It's more than my job's worth.
You'll only make things worse.
For me or for you?
For you. What's CID doing here?
Not my department, John.
Tosh?
Yep. Jack Wilson.
What's he got to do with CID?
Absolutely nothing. I'm just trying to do us all a favour.
He won't let you in.
He's a friend of mine.
Your mate's an armed robber.
He used to be. I could have told you all this. It's Jack's hobby. He likes to rescue things that have been thrown away. What time's the bailiffs arrive?
11 o'clock.
Well, just don't let the cavalry charge, OK? Oh, yeah. The last time I saw you, you were behind bars.
I fancied a change.
I want to see him, Billy.
Just you?
Yeah, just me. Cheers.
Just in case.
Lisa?
What nice pop, Skip. A nice pop, love.
Yeah. Thanks. They said it was just his hand. I didn't expect him to look like that. He could be dead.
But he isn't. He's going to be all right.
Is he? For how long?
Hey, Lisa, where are you going?
To phone him.
Who?
Lend me 10p.
Long time, Alf.
Jack, we just heard from the hospital. Looks like the lad's going to be okay.
Good. That's good.
This isn't though, is it? What's it all about?
Everything. Just about everything. They can do what they like.
Who can?
That lot. Eviction notices, orders to leave, lawyers, solicitors, letters.
And bailiffs.
You sound like your sergeant.
He's right, isn't he? This isn't the way.
Do you know what they're going to build here? A leisure centre. Some entrepreneur has made a multi-million-pound investment. 23 years of age. They reckon they'll double his money within 5 years. Do you know what this was? Wasteland. You couldn't give it away.
That was 30 years ago.
That makes no difference to me. He's signed 30 years of my life up. He's not having it. And they're not getting in. Well,
someone will get hurt.
Someone has already been hurt.
Not there?
He's never there when you want him. Thanks for your help.
Why, where are you going?
To get this sorted out.
You can't keep him out forever, you know. It's going to happen, isn't it? They're going to get in here sooner or later.
Let's make it later.
Look, is there nobody I can contact?
You mean like a solicitor?
You know what I mean.
Can you get in touch with them? Try missing persons. That's the only photograph I have. She took them all when she left. 19 years we were married. It was the only proper holiday. You know, if I'd known this was going to happen, I wouldn't have bothered. But you don't know, do you?
You've not heard from her?
Margaret, 3.5 years next week.
How's Lisa now?
18. She walked out 6 months ago. I don't know where she's living. She won't make contact. She won't phone. I'm losing everything. Lost my wife. I've lost my daughter. But they're not getting this. I'll kill someone first.
Now look, Jack.
I reckon that's for you.
You're going about this all wrong, you know. You can just leave it. Just walk away. There's been no harm done yet, has there?
I can't.
Just you wait there.
I want you out of there.
I think I can sort this out.
Look, if you're in there when the bailiffs arrive, they won't mess about, Tosh.
Well, you're going to have to arrest them then, aren't you? Look, just 5 minutes.
Just hope they don't arrive early.
Right.
I've changed my mind. There's no point.
In what?
Using it.
Put it down then.
Thanks for listening. I appreciate it.
Yeah? Put down the gun.
Look, I'm sorry, madam, but because of the situation with your father, there is no way that we can let you go anywhere. It's the bloke's daughter. She wants to speak to him.
No, she's not the only one. Now, look, lads, we've got a bit of a situation here, all right?
No. We've got a job to do. OK? Open up, Sam.
Say, get in it, son.
They're not having it, Alf. They're not taking my yard.
It's too late, Jack. They've already got it.
Not yet, they haven't.
Hey, no, hang on a minute.
Right, go! Hey, come on, leave it on! Leave it on! Leave it, right? Hold it there, bastards! Get back!
Get back! Come on! Come on again!
Come on down.
Oh, what's the friggin' use?
I know what you did. Come on, love, calm down. I know what you did. You pushed it on him, didn't you?
You don't know what he's like. I was only trying to protect you.
We were getting married. I don't want your protection, Billy. I want you to leave me alone. Do you understand that? Just leave me alone, all right?
You've been living with McAvoy.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Only today, Jack.
And why didn't you tell me I'm her father?
Can I just stop you there? Do you know what your problem is, don't you? You talk too much. I mean, it's the first time I've ever seen him shut up.
Billy!
You didn't even know. She's been living with that slag.
That's none of your business.
Don't talk to me like that. I did my bit. I told you not to see him.
Come on, Billy, come down.
I told her to talk to you, remember? What did she get? Sorry, I'm busy. Come back next week. It's both your faults. Neither of you would listen.
Look, come
and
down,
he wouldn't
mate.
behave
Talk about it
himself.
down here.
You didn't think I was going to let him, did you?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Come on, Billy, calm down.
I didn't want you to do this.
Oh, shut up, Jack! I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you. As long as you're happy, as long as Jack's all right, son, everybody else. That's what Margaret couldn't stand. I didn't do this for you. I did it for her. I did it for me.
Look, just calm yourself down.
I mean, this is a masterpiece, even for you, Jack. I mean, what do I do now, eh? You do something for me for a change. I'm the one with the record. You think we'll get another job, me and the lads, after this? I kept this yard going, Jack. You never had that vision. You just reminisced about the 70s, how great it was. It was a lousy decade, Jack. So come on, do something for me for a change. Well, at least ask and I go quietly. Come on, do something. This is your fault. No, I thought not. You're all mouth, Jack Wilson. So you're a bloody fool for listening.
Better move, Tosh. Get run out.
Children, stay away from the ambulance, please. Gents, ladies, can we keep well away from the fence?
Thank you. Right, what have we got? Assault on a vagrant, Sarge. Someone set fire to him.
What's his condition?
There's not much to look at. He got burns to the face and hands, plus quite a nasty head wound. They're taking him to St. Hugh's.
Do we know who he is?
Seems he's just a tramp, Sarge.
Well, that makes it all right. Was he sleeping on the bench?
Looks that way, yes.
Right, let's get this area taped off. Socko?
On the way, Sarge.
Good. What about these people? Any witnesses?
Not had a chance to ask yet, Sarge.
We'll get cracking before they move off.
He won't be able to talk to you at the moment.
How's he doing?
Not too bad, considering these people are not in the best of health to start with. He was wearing thick clothing, so it could have been worse.
Can you keep us informed of his situation? We really need to get a description of his attacker as soon as possible.
Excuse me, love. Did you happen to know the gentleman?
What? Yeah. He was in the park every day when it was nice. And that tape recorder of his.
Tape recorder, yeah?
Yeah, a big radio cassette thing. Played music on it.
Right, and did anybody ever give him any trouble that you know of?
What, you mean kids?
Well, whoever.
Nah. There's some people around here who don't like the homeless. But I can't think who'd want to do that. He didn't mean to harm no one.
Right.
He's found something. Look, he's found something.
If you could just stay here a second, madam. What you got there, Steve? Petrol.
Thanks. Hopefully we should get a good set of fingerprints after that.
Any joy with the public?
The usual. Like the three wise monkeys, except nobody's wise. You didn't happen to find a tape recorder, did you?
No, why?
Well, that woman with the kids written this character always had a tape recorder with him.
Yeah? Well, maybe that's what it's about, then.
Why try and kill a nobody?
Kicks. Attacks have been reported before, not that we've been able to do much about them.
You had contact with these dossers before, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what did they say?
Reckon it was some lads from the Beckett estate.
Probably jealous. I'd rather sleep on a park bench than live in those flats.
Yeah, but this is a bit strong, isn't it? Perhaps it just got out of hand.
Do you want to go back and have another word with him?
Yep, no problem.
It's worth a couple of you lads knocking up the residents of the Beckett estate. Somebody might have seen something.
Loxton and Garfield are already onto it, sir.
Do we know who our pal is?
No, he's not fit to tell us anything at the moment. There's no ID. He's a non-person, sir.
I'll leave this one with you then, Frank.
Thanks.
Thank you. Here we go. Case of the week. GBH on an unnamed tramp on the Beckett estate. No witnesses.
Probably another dosser. Some of these old boys can get a bit serious when they fall out.
What about Ron Smollett? His own beat covers that area.
Nah, I doubt if it was him, Tosh.
Oh, very funny. Find Ron and get on with it.
Right, Tosh. Fine, Ron, and get on with it.
All right, Tommy. How's it going?
All right.
Has there been any trouble around here recently?
Not since I got the dog.
Listen, there was an attack over at Jackson Park this morning. Do you know anything? Old bloke. Somebody set fire to him.
What help?
This bloke lived. The next one might not be so lucky.
Thought that's what you wanted.
How do you mean, mate?
Well, if we're dead, we're not a problem, are we?
So you don't know this bloke? Carried around a tape recorder, liked his music.
You mean Mick?
Do I?
Oh, there you are, Ron. I've been looking for you. What's the problem? This attack in Jackson Park, it's on your beat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the fringes.
Any likely faces?
Not as yet, but I'm on my way out there now. Anything comes up, I'll let you know.
I'll come with you, Ronnie.
I'd rather ask around on my own, thanks, Tosh. They're just getting to know me out there now, and, well, you know how it is, eh?
Suit yourself.
Yeah, about 10 o'clock this morning.
No, I never seen a thing. These people are trouble anyway. They ask you for money, and they don't care where they go to the toilet.
Oh, thank you very much, madam.
How's it going?
Pathetic.
Hello, Mr. Smollett. How's it going?
Can't complain. How are things here? All right?
Oh, bizzo, Mr. Smollett. Bizzo. No trouble at all. Think people got the message.
Message?
Well, if you want to have a good time, you want to make friends, come round. But if you want trouble, stay away.
I heard you had trouble getting the dealers to stay away.
Well, nothing I couldn't handle.
Do you hear what happened in Jackson Park this morning?
Yeah. Terrible.
Any names spring to mind?
No? Can't help you.
Where do they go, the troublemakers?
Well, once they're out of here, they're not my problem. It's none of my business. Look, I don't mean to be rude.
Tony, you must have heard something.
Nothing. Sorry. All right, guys.
Where's my clothes? What have you done with them? There's things that might not...
Sierra Oscar from 577.
Go ahead, Barry.
I'm down at St Hugh's, Skip. Apparently, the victim from that attack at Jackson Park is fit to question. Can you tell Sergeant Maitland?
Why are you still here?
Ron wanted to sound the estate out on his own. Sensitive area. All that old cobblers.
Tosh, I want you to go. I want this sorted. Ron will come back with a load of can't reveal my sources, if, buts and rumours.
He won't. And anyway, I've got all this to do. Look at it.
Listen, until further notice, I'm the DI. So don't argue about it. Just do it, all right?
They must print that line in the DI's handbook.
Morning, madam.
How'd you find out?
Beg your pardon?
That it was me phoned the ambulance. I didn't think they could trace calls like that. Well, that's why you're here, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was you. We're calling on all the residents.
Any luck?
I thought I told you to stay clear.
Yeah, well, I'm only following orders. Come on, get in.
No joy, I'm afraid.
Well, that's not very good, is it? I thought Tony was supposed to be your eyes and ears on the Beckett estate.
He is.
Yeah, well, he only tells you what he wants to tell you.
You've got to build relationships in my job, Tosh. Gain a bit of trust, a bit of credibility.
Just as long as it's not a substitute for nicking people.
Give me time.
How long do you need? A year or two?
Oh.
Attack at Jackson Park.
Hang on a minute.
Go ahead with details. Mrs. Fisher, 63 Elliott House, Beckett Estate.
Sierra Oscar from 330. Tosh Lines and I can meet with Garfield there in 2 minutes.
Not too long, OK?
Okay. Barry, what's his full name?
Michael Donaldson.
Right. Hello, Mr. Donaldson. I'm Sergeant Maitland from Sunhill Police. I'd like to ask you a few questions about this morning.
No one's called me Mister for a while.
Can you tell us what happened, please?
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
We were under the impression that someone attacked you.
That's what I meant. I don't think he was out to get me in particular.
He? There was only one?
That's right.
Can you describe him?
It happened too fast. They all look the same these days. The stupid haircuts, the clothes.
Had you seen him before?
No.
Are you sure? I mean, there have been other attacks on homeless people.
And there always will be. Look, I don't need all these questions. I'm the victim.
Yeah, look, I understand. It's just that I want to get the person that did it.
I wouldn't waste your time.
What do you mean by that?
Even if you find who did it, nothing will happen, will it?
I was talking to some mates of yours around the estate this morning.
No mates of mine.
Woman up there reckoned you're always good for a few quid.
Women, always after your money. Nothing but trouble.
Where'd you get your money from, Mr. Donaldson?
From using my brain.
You're a smart bloke, then?
Smart enough. No, if you don't mind, I'm going to get some kit. I'm tired.
Well, I was doing me hoovering.
About what time, love?
Well, I suppose about 10:30. I went to open the window and I heard this shouting. I looked out and I saw these two blokes arguing with a tramp. One of them hit him, poured something on him. Must have been petrol because he set light to it. That's when I dialed 999.
So, what about these two blokes?
Well, the tramp, he had a radio. One of the blokes took it off him. That's what they argued about, I think. They went out of the park by that gate, down to the old lockups, and disappeared.
OK. We'll go down and have a look.
Now, Mrs. Fisher, you say that you know them.
Oh, well, the one who took the radio, I know him. I've seen him before.
What does he look like?
Well, he's kind of small, blonde, but it's his face. Oh.
What about it?
Well, it's all scarred, as if he'd been slashed with a knife. Oh, it'd give you the creeps, honestly.
Got this on your list of places to visit?
To be honest, I didn't know there was any action down here.
Somebody's doing good business.
No sign of our two blokes, though.
Why do you run down here if you've just attacked somebody?
Home turf. Somewhere you feel safe, where no one will bother you.
You'd feel safe down here.
Druggies, pushers and users.
That's just what I thought. Small and blonde. I think that's the one.
Derek Mitchell, done for possession of heroin 6 months ago.
What did he get?
3 months suspended. He's also a known associate of Paul Phillips.
Paul Phillips. Possession with intent to supply amphetamines. 1 year suspended sentence, second offence.
He got off lately.
Drug squad arrest.
Do you know either of them?
Oh, yeah. Mitchell spent a lot of time down the community centre.
And Phillips?
Nasty. This ABH here. He was involved in a ruck down the community centre not long after Tony took over.
Drugs related?
Almost certainly. Rumour was that Phillips was dealing and Tony's very anti-drugs.
Yeah, well, thanks. Look, can you do us a favour? Can you check with Soccer and see if Phillips and Mitchell's prints match those on the petrol container?
Yeah.
Tar, what do you reckon?
Well, if Phillips was aged out of the community centre, then the lockups probably became his new venue.
Yeah, well, how's this tie in with him and Mitchell attacking Mick?
What's a tramp got that a small-time dope dealer needs?
A tape recorder?
His full name is Michael Donaldson. He can't remember what happened, no description, nothing.
Do you believe him?
Not for a minute.
Any progress?
Yeah, we've got two names, Paul Phillips and Derek Mitchell.
Our witness says she saw two blokes arguing with Mick. Now, these are the most likely. She said she could ID Mitchell for sure.
I'm not surprised.
Hang on, two people.
That's what she said, yeah.
When I spoke to Mick, he didn't mention anything about an argument, nothing like that.
For a victim, he's not very forthcoming.
Maybe you're scared.
OK, John. Get back to the hospital, have another word with Mick. We'll pick up Phillips and Mitchell, see what they say.
Right.
Thought you'd want to know. That print from the petrol can, Socko says the yards matched it to Phillips.
Well, in business. Thanks, love.
Yeah?
We're looking for your son, Derek.
He's not here. Look! I told you! He's not here! Oi, what are you doing? I mean, I got my rights, haven't I?
So have we, love.
I'm telling you, he's not here!
So where is he then?
I kicked him out, didn't pay no rent. I'm gonna get a lodger.
What, around here?
Do you know Paul Phillips? Know where he is?
Our home?
His place is empty, he's moved out.
Well, it's a bad area. Some people can't handle it.
Come on, Tosh.
See you, Matthew. See you tomorrow. What's this all about?
We've got a description of someone running away from the scene of that attack I told you about.
So?
The description fits Derek Mitchell. Do you know him?
Well, a bit. He's been in here. Hangs around, you know.
Why didn't you tell me about him earlier?
Because Derek wouldn't do a thing like that. I know him.
You didn't tell me about the lockups either.
You'd have found out about those sooner or later.
Oh, yeah. When we pick up the likes of Mitchell OD down there. Now, come on, Tony.
What? Mitchell's clean. God, I told him.
Told him what?
Nothing.
Not your business.
Right.
Look, it's only a matter of time before Mitchell gets nicked. Everything's loaded against him. Now he's going to take the rap for something that he's only a part of.
You're either guessing or you know more than you're letting on, Mr. Smollett.
I don't know enough, Tony, because you...
Because I what? I won't play the white man, naming names to keep you sweet.
No. No, that's not what I meant. I don't want to see the wrong person arrested. I'm trying to build bridges around here. And I'm asking you so that we can avoid some aggravation.
If, and I mean if, Derek was involved, it wouldn't have been his idea.
Tony, if you know, you've got to tell me what happened.
Have I? Like I keep telling you, it's none of my business.
I'm not sure my colleagues will see it like that. If I don't walk out of here with some information...
Don't lean on me. That's not the way we work together.
Look, you know that Phillips is a dealer, part of the problems of this place.
Yes.
You also know that Derek is a victim of those problems.
So what?
If you know that much about something, then it definitely is your business, whether you like it or not.
Listen, I don't know it all, okay? But the tramp who got torched, he had something on Phillips. He slept in the lockup. Phillips uses that place like he used to use this place.
Do you know where he is?
No. He's not easy to find. He doesn't live on the estate anymore.
And Derek?
He's got a problem. A dope problem. Yeah, you guessed that right. And he owes Phillips more than he can ever pay. Do you understand me? He's just a Joey, really.
Where can I find him?
Harrington Walk, other side of the estate. He's squatting in a flat there, one the council forgot about. Number 1A. He's been there since his mother kicked him out.
Cheers, Tony.
Yeah, cheers. You know, maybe it was better when people like you and me just didn't talk to each other.
How are you feeling, Mr. Donaldson?
You're back. Call me Mick. I'm not Mr. Donaldson.
You going to tell us what really happened, Mick?
I've given you a statement.
We've got a witness now. The woman who called the ambulance.
Like I said, I've given you a statement.
Trouble is, I don't believe you.
Your problem.
Look, whatever it is you're scared of...
Listen, son. I've spent 30 years on the street. There's nothing left for me to be scared of.
No, okay. But why are you lying?
You, nurse, where's my gear? I want to get out.
Are you sure about this, Ron? How am I supposed to police this place unless I know what's going on? I mean, you go in here today, then you're out of it. I'm the one who's got to answer the questions tomorrow.
Yeah, but how can you square knocking a door in with being Mr. Community, eh?
Soft is the last thing I want to look round here. And anyway, you're the one who's knocking the door in, George.
Come on, what else?
Police, open up!
This what you call community policing then, is it?
Police,
You made it community instead of copping out with your slide.
Slide, you Afternoon. Oi.
It wasn't me, it wasn't me!
What wasn't?
Whatever it was.
You in Jackson Park this morning?
No.
Do you know Paul Phillips?
No.
What about a tramp called Mick?
No.
Sarge. Is this your tape recorder?
Look, I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, have it your own way. Tosh, attempted murder.
Look, it's Paul's tape recorder, that's all I know, right?
Where is he?
He's gone looking for Mick. He said something about a tape. He gave me the machine.
Where's he gone?
To the hospital.
I keep telling you there was no argument.
But our witness specifically...
Stuff your witness. She got it wrong.
Look, I'm sure you're well enough to leave.
I don't like being shut in. I'll survive.
What about this tape recorder? How long have... Come on. Lie back down. I'll get it all. Sister, I've got a problem. Michael Donaldson.
Hello, mate. Come to visit you.
Leave me alone. Hey, you give me that back. Leave me alone.
Oi! The hell do you think I'm doing?
He's got me tight. All right, sit down. He's got me tight.
Paul Phillips, I'm arresting you for assault. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say may be given in evidence.
You got nothing.
I've got this. Get in. I don't think you realise how much trouble you're in. It's ABH for a start, GBH, maybe attempted murder.
Don't make me laugh.
No laugh, mate. Not when you set fire to people.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've had enough of this. I'm saying nothing more, not to you. I'm only talking to Mr. Houlihan.
Houlihan? He's drug squad.
This is what the fight was over.
Let's have a listen.
So, what you got for me? Now, this is the business.
That's Phillips.
But he's going to do the drop Thursday at the docks. He drives this Blue Sierra. Oh, yeah. In and out of London. When's it supposed to happen? 8:30. Straight up, Mr. Houlihan. It was the same last time. Miller comes in, clocks Buckley, then...
So, Phillips is a grass.
How the hell did Mick manage to tape that?
A hole in the wall.
What?
In the lockup. Mick must have slept there. Maybe when he realised that Phillips was an informer, he taped him.
Blackmail.
Yeah, the last thing Phillips needs is for everyone to know that he's a grass. Must have been how Mick got his money.
Crafty old so-and-so. I'll get on to drug squad.
Nearly got him killed.
You got to hand it to him, though. With planning an observation like that, he should be in the department. Could make DI in a month.
We know Mick had been taping you. What was the deal? You slip him a few quid every week to keep it to himself?
No comment.
Get greedy, did he? Want more money?
No comment.
Was it worth trying to kill him for? Interview interrupted.
Oh, sorry, Sarge. There's a D.I. Houlihan to see you. I've parked him up in CR3.
All right, Rich, thank you.
Now we'll get somewhere.
Alistair, this is D.I. Patrick Houlihan from Drugs.
Right, we spoke on the phone.
That's right. I was just explaining to your DCI here the situation. Phillips is my informant, and the good one.
So I gather. Doesn't mean to say he can go around torching people, though, does it?
No, of course not. What I was saying is he's come up with solid information in the past, and if possible, I wouldn't want to lose him.
Maybe you should have kept a tighter rein on him.
Yeah, all right, Alistair. All Patrick wants is damage limitation.
That's right. I mean, it's not like he took a box of swan to the Lady Mayoress, is it? Just some vagrant, wasn't it?
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, a crime's a crime. I don't operate on a league table basis.
No one's saying you do. But Phillips was leading us to the middlemen. People like Buckley. We could crack a major ring.
I'm sure Alistair appreciates that.
Of course, Goff.
So how much is on paper?
Nothing, to be honest. Isn't going to speak till he's talked to you.
If he hasn't been charged yet, the ball's back in your court.
As it happens, Patrick, the ball never left our court. You've got to see our point of view. This is going to be all over the papers tomorrow. I want a swift result.
Look, Phillips is the closest we've got to Buckley.
If I could give you another name, someone to take Phillips' place, you'd owe us one.
Alistair, we're all on the same side.
Derek Mitchell. As far as I can gather, he's slower than Phillips, but he's got a healthy habit. You keep him in jollies, he'll get you information.
Alistair, there's a callous streak in you I could get to admire.
But you said immunity.
Not for GBH.
But these homeless are rubbish. And that Mick had a tape of me telling you he was out of order. He wanted more. He said he was going to give that tape to Buckley. He would have done me, and that would have wrecked the whole operation.
Operation? What do you think? You've got a bit part in Mission Impossible? All you've done is get yourself blackmailed by a tramp and caused me a lot of aggravation. Attempted murder? I should think that would stick.
You what? Don't you understand? I was helping you. Now you've got to help me.
Help you, Paul? If you were on fire, I wouldn't cross the street to pee on you.
Right, we're going to find you a place in a hostel somewhere.
I already told you I don't like being shut in.
It's all right, Mick. It's just to make sure you're safe, and so we know where to find you when it's time to go to court.
And after that, after court, what's going to happen to me?
Well,
I had an income, some security. Now what am I going